I figured while I start work on the next season of my series, I can pop in from time to time with a short to get some thoughts out. And believe it or not, while rewatching Game of Thrones, a thought popped into my head because of this quote. Any man who must say, "I am the king," is no true king. And after the events of this past weekend, something popped into my head and I wanted to see what all of you thought. Back in May of last year, after Brock got his contract extension, he was asked if he believed if he was a top 10 quarterback. His response was, "I think for sure I am a top 10 quarterback." I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to create a list or anything like that. Now, I would submit that after he came back from his turf toe injury, that he played like a top 10 quarterback, and that confidence that he showed was warranted. I think it's also important to provide a little bit of context. He said this at the beginning of this most recent season. That's after his rookie year in which he took his team to the NFC Championship, and it was after he took his team to the Super Bowl in 2023, orchestrating 2 come-from-behind victories in both of those playoff games. Also, keep in mind that he went on to take the Chiefs to overtime, where he left the field with the lead. And while 2024 wasn't the greatest season, he was still top 10 in a lot of stats that he led in the previous season. But what struck me is that he never claimed to be anything more than a top 10 quarterback, which I think speaks volumes. So why do I bring this up? I believe that it's important to stay humble. And while I stand by the fact that comparing quarterbacks is a waste of time, sometimes adding context when doing so can highlight an important quality in a leader. See, after his rookie year, in which he had a great season, CJ Stroud named himself the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL. And he was consistently ranked above Purdy by pretty much everyone in the media. And since then, he's regressed. One of the things I respect most about Purdy is the fact that after his first game, he was extremely humble and was grateful for getting the opportunity to show what he could do. And to this day, he still acts the same way, even after everything he's accomplished, and especially after getting paid. He lets his play on that field do the talking for him. He doesn't have to go around telling everyone that he's the king. Stay faithful.